Good morning, everyone. My name is Alicia, and I'm going to be giving the webinar today. Today, we're going to talk about templates. In ReFX, you can create different kind of templates. Let me give you a little bit, tell you a little bit about that before actually getting in how to make it. On the left side of your screen, the last icon that you will see is this one that says templates. As I said, there's different kind of templates that you create. First of all, you have email templates, SMS templates, fax templates, letter templates, text templates, script, and custom fields. Okay, the email template. The email template will be one of two things, either the cover letter that will go out with your contracts, or if you're sending emails on their own, you can also create templates for that. You can create as many templates as you want. You can create one for first offer, one for follow-up email, or let's say counter offer. So as I said, it's the cover email that will go out with your contract. ReFX, the system to create templates in ReFX allows you to use variables. The variables are used to personalize each one of the outgoing emails. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, you log into your account. Here I'm logged into my account, and then I go to templates. As I said, the first item that I have on the top are email templates. So how do I create a new template? I click on add here, and that will open this. This works as most regular word processor. So you just start typing in. You can change the type of letter, the font. You can put bold, italic, underlined, striked out. So let's just, the first thing I would have to do is give a name to my template. What is the name of the template? It's just something that will tell me what that particular template is about. So once I'm in the process of sending a contract or sending emails, I go into my template manager, and by the name, I can know which one I want to use at that particular moment. And of course, the subject would be the subject line of your particular template. The subject line, you can also use variables. So let's get started. As a name, I'm going to put today's template webinar test. Okay, this is the name of my template, so I know what the template is about. I can select to have this particular template as default or not. What is this? That when I'm sending contracts or sending emails, this one that I'm creating right now will be the one that's pulled by the system by default. If I don't want it to be this one by default, I want another one, I just leave this as no. If this is the one, my go-to template, the one I'm going to use all the time, then I select yes. I'm going to leave it at no. Okay, so the subject line. If I click in this little white arrow that's on the blue bar on the left, I will see the variables. I can also pull them out, clicking on variables down here. What are the variables? As I said, there are little codes that the system will use to personalize each email, each letter with a specific information from the specific property and contact that I'm contacting in each one of my emails or letters. Let me explain that to you. So as you see, there is a list, a number of stories, acceptance days, permits, attorney, bedrooms, bathrooms, company name, contact name, counter offer, escrow letter, folio number. Okay, let's start time. I'm going to put offer. This is the subject line. This is the subject line of your email. As any other email, you always put a subject line to describe what the email is about. So I'm going to put offer on property. And as I said, I can use the variables to personalize it. So I'm going to look for the variable for property address. Property address. It's missing a space, so let's put the space there. So here, this is what I'm talking about, what I'm telling you about variables. A code, it's in brackets with those percentage signs and the name of the actual variable. What this will do is when I actually send this email, the system will take the address of the property that I'm actually sending the email to and put it there. So we'll say offer on property Palm Beach, whatever. So this will be replaced by the address of the property. So that's what the variables are for. And as you see, there is all kind of variables that you can use depending on what the email content is. So let's start typing in the actual body of the text. I'm going to put hello. I'm going to look for the variable for agent. Agent nickname. Okay, agent nickname. The nickname could be an actual nickname if you or he, the agent has a nickname register, but if there is no nickname register, the system will take the first name as a nickname. For example, if it's John Smith, it will say hello John or hello Tommy or hello Barbara, or it will only put the name so it's more friendly. So, okay, hello agent's nickname, put comma, let's put the space. I'm interested in your property located at, and again, I'm going to put in the property's address variable, and you're interested in your property located at. Please find attached my offer contract. Let me know if that makes this work. All of us waiting for your prompt. So then I put offer is, I can look for the variable for offer price, put it there. Regards. And I can type in directly my contact information, or also could use the variables. I can put, let's say, cash counter offer as for email deposit fraction based on value offer price. Sorry, I always, there is different types of variables in different places on the system. So let's just look. Okay, let's type it in directly. Phone number. Phone 954. Okay, so this is my cover email. Once I have it exactly as I wanted, I just click on save. So how do I use this email? When I'm in my follow-up, let's go to follow-up. Let's select the property. Well, none of these properties are actually for sale. So let's look for one that's actually for sale. This one is not for sale. It's a pending sale. No. Let's use it in anyways. I'm going to click on it and go to the overview. And from here, send the contract and document. And as I said, it wasn't a for sale property. Remember that REFX will always have for you in the system the contact information for the agent for properties that are for sale. But if the property is off market, you might not be able to, you might not have an actual contact information. So those are the type of properties that you would use mailing campaign through regular mail, because you will always have the mailing address of the owner. In this case, this is a non-active property, so I don't have the agent's email. I'm just going to put in an email here, gmail.com. I'll put the offer price. Let's just put a number, 3. I select the contract that I want to use. And click here and email. And as I said, this is my default one, but I can click here and manage template and look for the template that I want. The one we created today was today's template webinar test. So I select it, click on load, and that applies my template here. I can do any modifications that I want to do at this moment, or if it's just like I want it, just click on send document, and that would be sending. I put our email, so I'm not actually sending a offer at this moment to this person. So here, as you see, that's how you pull the templates once you create them. So let's go back to templates and show you the rest of the type of template. You can go back and modify it. You click on it and click on edit, and it will open again this. And you can make any modifications on this template. As I said, you always have, as any word processor, you can bold, you can change the size of the letter. Let's put 14. Let's put this one also 14. And let's put it italic. So as you see, you can also change the color. Let's put the color different on the property address, text color, and let's put it blue. As you see, this is something you can play around just as you do with any word processor to have the email template of the cover email or singular emails that you want to send out. The templates you create when there are emails that you are going to send regularly, the same type of emails. At the moment of sending, you can type in your email. So if it's not something that you're going to recurrently be sending, you don't have to create a template. Templates are used when you're going to repeatedly send the same type of correspondence to these people. Okay, so I made the changes I wanted. I click on save again. I can decide, well, this is the one I want now from now on to be my default template. So I just highlight it and click here and set as default. And let's say I want to delete one. Let's delete these. This is our previous. I can also put in images. I will show you that how it's done. So let's delete this. This one is deleted. Let's go back to the one we created and show you how to add images to your templates. The images are only added to the email templates. You can't add images to the letter templates or the text message templates. So let's go back to my webinar task and click here on edit. And let's say I want to add an image of my signature here. So I can't add it directly. If I click here, insert image, it will ask me for a link. I have to convert the image that I want to put here to a link. There are apps online that you can use for that. Let me show you the one that I usually use. I usually use this one. That's Post Images. If you want to review this after we finish this, remember you can always contact us through the live chat, give us a call, or go to our YouTube channel or our help section, and there are short videos on any of the things that I'm showing you today. Okay, so I choose the image. This will take me to, let's look for documents. We have fax. Let's look for this one. That's my signature. Okay, so that will give you a list of links, and these are the links that you're going to use. You're going to use the direct link. Just click here on copy. and go back to ReFX, and that's what you are going to paste here. You my signature, and click on OK. So now I have added my signature. I can, just as I did this, I can put in logos or pictures or whatever. Okay, hello Esther, good morning, how are you? You want me to repeat the adding of images? Of course, let me do that. So I added my signature, let's add a logo now. So the first thing I have to do is, since I can't type in the paste directly an image here, the system will ask me for a link. I have to go to just Google any app that will convert your images into links. I use Post Image. This is Post Image. That's the one I use. Upload another image. So I choose the image from my files. Let's look now for, I don't have ReFX. Let's use BNB Vest. To a link and put into my template. So I select it here, click on upload, post image, is converted that image into a link. Let's wait for it to give me the links. And here's a list of links. It will give you several types of links. You are going to use the one that says direct link. So I copy that, go back to ReFX, put my cursor where I want my image to go, and click here on the little icon that says insert image. Here in the toolbar, just look for the one that says insert image. So I paste there the link I copied from over there, description, and click on OK. And that adds the image. I'm sorry, I believe I got disconnected for a little bit. I'm going to repeat about the images and apologize for the inconvenience. So I will, the process for adding images in your templates, remember you can only add images to your email templates. You need to convert the image that you want to into a link. So you Google apps, convert images into link. The one that I use is Post Image. So all I have to do is go to Post Image, choose from the files in my computer the image that I want to convert. I'm going to convert this one in this case. Select it. Post Image will transform that image into the link, into a link that I can use in ReFX. Just wait for it to give me the links. Once again, I choose the image, click on open, wait for it to give me the link. Oops. There. Okay, so it gives you different kinds of links depending on where you're going to use the link for. But in this case, it's the one that says direct link. So I copy that one and go back to ReFX. I put my cursor wherever I want to add that image and click here in the insert image icon. If you see here in the bar, in the toolbar, you go to the insert edit image, click there. Here's where you are going to paste the link that you copied over there. Give a name to whatever, just a description for yourself, logo, and click on OK. And there you have your image added. You can reduce it or enlarge it. And there you have the image added to your template. Once you have your template, just as you want it, just click on save. And there you have your template with the image. And I start that template, that is, I made it as default. So every time I'm going to send an email, this is the one that is going to populate itself by default. Let's go to text messages. Remember that if you have professional or professional dialer, you're able to send text messages to your contact list or the contacts in your follow-up. As long as they have a number in their contact information, you're able to send text messages. The text messages do not have you cannot add images, but them works just the same as the creation of the templates for emails. I click on add new. The first thing I am going to do is create a name for it so I know what it is about. Webinar. And just type in the body of the text. Again, I can use the variables here, so I can put hello and look for the variable for agent's nickname or owner. Let's look for the one for owner's name. I sent you an offer contract. Have you had time to review it? Please get back to me. Okay, one detail about the text messages. If you have professional, the text messages are going to go out through the Gmail service of the email that you have set up in your account. So it's not going out through a phone number. So they will receive it as a regular text message on their phone, but they will not see a phone number unless you actually type in your phone number directly here. If you have professional dialer, then you can send Plivo text messages, and those Plivo text messages are set up and registered with your forward number. That's the phone number that we have in file for you. So they will see a phone number. So if you have professional, your account is professional and you use sending regular text messages, They do not go out through a phone number. They go out through your Gmail service, and they do not have they will not show a phone number unless you put it in the body of the text. If you have Plivo, then you do not need to put the number on the body of the text because they will receive it as a regular text message linked to the number that you have registered in your account. So once you have your text message like you wanted, you just click on save. And let's go and show you how to use them. Go to Followup. Go to the last page. And you select the properties that you want to send the text messages to. Click on send. Click on send SMS. As I said, if you have professional, you only have the option to send standard text messages. If you have professional dialer, you can send Plivo text messages. There is no limit on how many standard text messages you send. There's a 500 limit on Plivo text messages per month. So you might want to start with the standard ones if you have professional dialer, and then resend them to the ones that were not able to send, because not all phone carriers are able to manage the text messages sent by the Gmail account. So once you select that, you just click here. Well, my phone is not set up right now. Sorry for that. So let's send it by regular. Send SMS standard. And here again, just as the previous email, I can click here and manage template. Select the one that I want to send right now. Click on load. Do any minor change that I want to do at this moment, or if it's just like I want it, just click on send. I'm not going to send it because in this case, I would be sending it to these actual people and I have no idea who they are. So let's just get out of here now. Okay, so we saw how to do the templates for emails. That's the cover email or the single emails that you want to send, the text messages, the fax template. If you have a fax application in your computer that you want to link to ReFX, you can do that, and you can use it, ReFX, to send faxes. And as the previous templates, email templates and SMS templates, they are created just the same. You have this default one created by ReFX. Well, that one is not the, this is the default one created by ReFX. It's just a simple one. And if you want to create a new one, just add it. You will, the word manager will pop up. You can type in whatever you want. Again, using the variables if you need to use the variables. So each fax will be personalized. Okay, let's close this and go to the next one. Letter templates. What are the letter templates used for? The letter templates are used if you're going to use the mailing campaign. The mailing campaign is normally used when you are working with properties off market. You do not have an email to contact them, so you would have to contact the owner on their mailing address. So you want to actually print out the letters and send them to them by regular mail. This allows you to create the letter template that you're going to print, hook up the printer to your computer, print the letters, put them in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and send it to regular mail. Again, it works just as the previous one. You just click, let's okay, let's see this one and edit this one. As I told you before, You can add color, you can change the size of the font. You can use variables so they will be personalized. Here I have the owner's name, the property address, variable. Here I have my contact information with put in here with variables instead of typing it directly. And once I have it exactly as I wanted, I click on save. And then from my mailing campaign, after I look for properties that I want to send regular mail to, I just select the mailing campaign that I want to create. I select the properties and click on create mailing letters, manage my templates and look for the one that I want to use at this moment. Click on load. Make any minor change that I want to make at this point or leave it as is and click on create letters. That will create a file for me to print. So I hook up the printer to my computer, put in paper on it, and print out my letters. Let's go back to ReFX. Let's go back to templates. We have task templates we'll come back to this one because this is something different. This is not the same type of templates that we're talking right now. So I'm going to leave this one for last. Let's go to script call. If you're going to use ReFX to make calls, there are two ways you can do that. If you have professional, you can link your Skype account. If you have a Skype account with credit, you can link that to your ReFX account and from your follow-up, make calls through your Skype account. If you have professional dialer, we will provide you with a phone line, a Plivo phone line, so you can make calls directly from the system with no additional cost. The cost of all the calls will be included in your fee, so you can make as many calls as you want. So, as I said, two ways to do that. Either with professional linking your Skype account to ReFX or with professional dialer with the Plivo phone line that we will provide for you. What is the script? It's just, as it said, a little script for me to have in front of me at the moment of calling these people. So I have an idea of what I want to say to them. ReFX has just this little one as an example. Hi, in red, I have contact name because there I'm going to say, hi, Barbara. My name is Alicia. Did I catch you at a good time? I'm actually calling regarding your property on, and there I have, again, red property address because I have to say the actual property that I'm talking about. I'm currently buying properties in the area and was reaching out to a couple of homeowners. So this is just an idea of what you can do. So depending on what type of calls you're doing and what you want to say, just create a little script of what you want to say. And it's easier for you at the moment of calling and just don't get tied up because you have that in front of you and it makes it easier and takes out the little edge on the actual calls. So you can create your own templates depending on the type of calls that you're doing. Just again, just start typing in whatever you want. Where do I pull this? When I'm in my follow-up and I select properties to call, again, my account didn't have, sorry for this. I didn't set up my phone before doing this. So that's how you would do it. You would click on call. It will ask you what type of call you're going to make. And then you would have down here, manage script, and you can pull the script that you created or have in front of you, the one that we have as default, or put as default the one that you create. Sorry for that. You can go to our help section in our control panel, just click on help. And here you can look for the specific videos and any minor thing that you want to do. And as I said, we're always here to help you. Just click on the blue bubble in the bottom left corner, ask your question, and we'll be there to help you during office hours from 9 in the morning till 6 in the afternoon. If you're working after hours, just leave your question there and we'll try to answer it as soon as we come in next morning. So let's go now to the other two types of templates that we have here. As I said, these are templates of actually writing out whatever I want to say, either by letter, by text message, by fax, or by email. And script is what I actually want to say when I call. And then I have these other two templates that are task templates and custom fields. These are totally different from what we were seeing right now. Let's talk about task templates first. When you're in your follow-up, remember that you can send text messages, you can send the actual contract, you can send faxes, you can send emails, you can program a follow-up call. Let's say you send, let's say the regular way that you work is that you send the contracts today, and then you want to send a follow-up email 2 days after, and you want to make a call to them on the third day to make sure they actually receive whatever and to see if they have any answer for you. And maybe you want to send a follow-up email the next week. You can set all those tasks with just a couple steps and not go to schedule tasks and do one by one. That's what the templates are for. Let me show you. I'm going to create a new task template. So add, give a name. Let's put a name. Contracts with follow-up email and calls. So that is the name of my template. How do I create it? I'm going to add the first task. The first task I want to add is the actual contract. So I add it. I'll leave it at 0000 because that's the first thing that I want the system to do at the moment I create the task. So I'm not going to put any delay on it. A description for myself, sending first offer contract. Create. Of course, it will ask me what contract I'm going to send. What cover email I'm going to use. And then I click on create task. So here it is. This is the first task. After I send the contract, I want to make, let's say, a follow-up text message the next day. So let's click on add. In automatic, I'm going to send a text message 1 day after. Follow up text. Create. course, it will. I just sent hello. I sent you yesterday. Okay, this is the template text messages that will go out the day after I sent the contract. This is a follow-up text message. I create task. So now I send the text message one day after I send the follow-up text. Let's create one for a follow-up email. Send email. Let's put it 3 days after. Click on create. This is not a follow. Let's see if I have a follow-up. Well, actually, I don't have a follow-up template created. I'm not going to create it right now. I'm just going to use this one, unload it, and yes, it's attached. Let's change this one, was sent a couple of days back. Have you had a chance to look at it? Okay, there. So let's leave it just short and simple. 3 tasks created. And let's say I send the contract a day later, they receive a text message. 3 days after they receive a follow-up email. And let's say I'm going to add now in manual, make call. I'm going to call them because they haven't reached back. So let's see what's going on. So after 5 days, I'm going to call them. Create. There, I send my contract a day after I send my text, and 3 days after a follow-up email, and 5 days. If I haven't received anything from them, they haven't reached back, I'm going to make a call. If you feel, no, I want to make the call first, I can move this up. There. Now I send a text message, then a follow-up call, and then a follow-up email. Okay, so click on save. Now, how do I use this? Let's go to my follow-up. Select the properties that I want to send the contract now, and I want to set in motion all these tasks that I created in my template. I click on schedule tasks, this little clock icon that I have here. Manage template, because that's a template I created. Look for the template, and it was this one, contract with follow-up emails and calls. And click on load. So that will send out my contract right now, set in motion for having a text message sent tomorrow. Then it will send a follow-up email, and then it will schedule a call for me to do 5 days after. I'm actually not going to click on create right now, but because it will, since I didn't put a delay on the contract, it would be sending the contracts to this property. So Sorry for that. I'm not actually going to create. All you have to do is click on create and it will set in motion everything that you put in your template. So I'm going to click on close and get out of here and show you the last item in my template tab. The last item in my template tab is custom fields. What are custom fields? If I go to my follow-up, by default, what I see in my follow-up are address, zip code, days on the market, contact, offer, list price, offer price. If I click here in grid template, I have several, I can change what I see in my columns, applying different templates, but they're all preset options that I have up here. I can choose from whatever list I have. If I click on new, I can choose for whatever options I have here, entry date, gross area, number, HOA fee. What happens if the option that I want is not here? Let's say I want to create a column that will tell me if I call that property or if I haven't called them. If I send one contract, 3 contracts, or counter offer. That's not a field that I have here created. So let's create it. That's what that last item is for. I can create my own custom fields to fit whatever I actually want for me to be shown on the columns, to better work with the properties and adapt the work in my follow-up to whatever I want. So let's go to templates and let's do that. Let's create that one, a custom field that tells me if I call the property or not. So let's, the type, I'm going to create one as yes or no type of custom field. The name, call. Description, property was called. Yes. No. And click on save. Actually, I had one previously created just as a one. So, okay, now I created the custom field that I want. Now I go back to my follow-up, create a new one. Let's steer this and put, I want the property address, I want debt to equity, I want market value, I want owner's name. What I'm selecting here is what I want to see in my columns. Let's put that and let's go to the last one, that's custom fields. That's the fields that I create. So I'm going to put the one that I have just created and click on save. I haven't given a name, so let's give a name today. And click on save. Now I look for that one, click on load. And now I have that new custom field here. And I can, once I call the property, I can update it. Yes, I called it, update. So now when I look at this, I know that this property I already called it, and that's something I want to see. So you can create as many custom fields as you want to adapt your follow-up to what you want. So that's all I want to show you today. All the options you have in templates. You have the email templates, the SMS templates, the fax template, letter templates, script templates, the task templates, and the custom fields. If you need to know more about any of these items or anything else in ReFX, remember that you can schedule as many coaches as you want. Just get in touch with us through email, through our phones, 888-349-5368, or just clicking on the blue bubble on the bottom left corner and you can schedule a coaching at your convenience. We offer coachings from 9 in the morning till 6 in the afternoon from Monday through Friday. We're always happy to help you. So if we do not have any questions, it was a pleasure working with you today and wish all of you a great weekend.